Hi there, thanks for joining me. My goal with this channel is to help you improve your posture and reduce any pain that you might have just through some simple daily exercises, many of which you can do throughout the day. My name is Kim Kerr, and I've been a physical therapist for over 20 years now, and I have a few things I just am dying to share with you. So before we get started, you'll find in the show notes below a link to a free self-evaluation chart. The first exercise on the self-evaluation chart is called the chin tuck. And this just assesses your upper neck or your upper cervical spine mobility, called the suboccipital region. And you want to keep your face straight up and down and think about just pulling your head back or pulling your chin back on your neck. It's a very flattering exercise. It shows off any additional skin you might have down here. But just go ahead and do a few chin tucks. And you notice that I'm not doing this. I'm just going straight back like that, keeping my face straight up and down. And some people feel a little strain at the base of their skull. And I would say if you work at a computer, that's pretty typical, although it's not good. So maybe take a note of that on your little chart if you'd like. Just kind of see how you feel. That's called the chin tuck. Okay. Notice also I'm not straining to pull it back. I'm just gently tucking my chin and not doing it too hard. Very good. Number 2 on the self-evaluation chart is called the AROM, or active range of motion neck flexion. So what you do here is you just bring your head down and then back up. Some people might feel a little strain in the back of their neck muscles, and that's pretty typical for my computer friends, but it's not good. So try it again, and you might want to just try a few to see how it feels. And you can write down your sheet if your pain level is a 0, or maybe it's a 5. If you feel pain going down your arm, that's not good. You might want to make a note of that as well. If you do feel pain going down your arm while bringing your head down, you might want to consult with a physician and get some specific care. So that was active range of motion neck flexion going down. Okay. Number 3 on our little chart is active range of motion, or AROM, neck extension. So with this, you're just bringing your head face up towards the ceiling and then back down. And then try it again. Again, with this movement, if you feel any pain down your arm, please don't repeat doing it, and definitely make a note on your chart and let your physician know. That's not normal. Something to note. That is called active range of motion neck flexion. All right, number 4 on our self-evaluation, sorry for the noise there, is neck rotation. So with neck rotation, you're just going to turn your head as far as you can to the side and take note how you feel. I'm a little tight over here today. I must have slept funny. And then come back to center. Do this somewhat slowly so you don't make yourself dizzy. And then try the other side. And then come back to center. And again, you can make a note. I'm going to put my right side as a little sore. And you can make a little note on your chart as well if you'd like. So you can try it again, see how you feel. Some people will do something like this, and that's not pure neck rotation. Try and keep your face straight up and down as you turn. Good. And the other side. Good. All right, again, take a little note on how it feels. Now, if you're using a chart, go ahead and flip your page over. And now we have number 5, which is head to the side, or side flexion, ear to the shoulder. Again, you're going to keep your face straight up and down and try and tilt your ear to the shoulder and then back up. And then the other side and back up. Very good. Again, a lot of people will feel some tightness on the side. But if you feel any pain going down your arms or any discomfort in your upper back, that would be a good thing to note on your chart and possibly to call your physician. So We have the good old side flexion again, just going through it again, just to give you some time. Good. Something you'll notice in older people when they try and do the side flexion is they have a hard time rotating their head like this. Sometimes they just do it like this. And notice how it's almost like my chin is going up as my ear is going down. That's how it should work. So I'm a little tight today. So very good. Let's see, the next one, number 6 on your self-evaluation, is shoulder flexion in sitting. So this is going to see how your shoulders are moving. So you want to take your arms and have your thumbs facing the ceiling and bring your arms up as high as you can. Good. And it's okay if you hear little noises in there. That's, unless it's painful and noisy, I wouldn't be too concerned. It's normal to have a little creakiness in the joints sometimes, especially if you're getting over 40, it happens. So one thing you'll notice is if I try to do shoulder flexion with poor posture, notice that I can't really go as far. And that's one of the simple improvements of having good posture, is that you have better range of motion in your shoulder joint, which helps to protect your rotator cuff from any damage. You may have heard people having a rotator cuff tendonitis or a small strain or tear, and that can really be, posture can play a role in that. If you have poor posture, you're more likely to have rotator cuff issues. At least in my experience, I've seen that. So take a note of your shoulder flexion range of motion. If you have any pain or limitation, you can write that down. That's shoulder flexion. The next one is number 7, AROM, shoulder abduction. Again, turn your palms so they face the opposite wall and your thumb should be up. And you want to bring this up as far as you can and then back down. And again, take any note of any discomfort that you might have in either shoulder. Good. And again, if I had poor posture, I don't think I can go very far. But when I sit back and have a nice posture, I get a better range of motion. Okay. Try not to hit my little plant. Okay. Number 8, shoulder extension. In the picture, in the chart, it says in standing, but we are going to stay seated. And one way to check this is just by turning to the side and just bringing your arm back behind you. Good. And seeing how that feels. Some people might feel a little stretch in the front of their shoulder, and something to take note. You want to get rid of that stretchy feeling. And then go ahead and try your other side. So you can bring the other arm back and see how that feels. That's shoulder extension in sitting. Okay, how are you feeling so far? Believe it or not, it feels good to move the body. So let me go to number 9. Good old shoulder ER. Now this is not emergency room, but it's shoulder external rotation. So you start with your elbows at your side and then just bring your arms out. Your elbows are at a 90-degree angle. And you're just going to see how you do going out to the side. And just take a note if this is painful or not. This works our rotator cuff muscles. They're doing the job here. So if you feel any discomfort in your shoulder, it's important to take note of that. Okay. Very good. Number 10, shoulder internal rotation. Again, I'm going to twist around in my chair here a little bit. You're going to take your arm and basically like you're trying to scratch your back. So you want to see how far you can go up on one side versus the other. And it's normal for your dominant arm to not be able to reach up as far on your back. That's pretty normal, so don't worry about that. That's your shoulder internal rotation. Sometimes people will feel some discomfort in the front of their shoulders. That will be good to take note as well. Now, one reason it's important to write all these little notes down for yourself is as we go on in our little videos that I do later on, I will make note of any joints that might be a problem, just so you can know what to do and not to do for exercises. All right, number 11, sitting active trunk side flexion. So you're going to bring your hands across your chest and just lean down to the side, and then back up and lean down to the other side. And this really checks a couple things. First of all, did you have any discomfort when you leaned to one side or the other? And if you did, just take note of that in the chart. Also, if you felt any discomfort going down your bottom or your legs, that's not wonderful. You might want to talk to your doctor about that. And it also checks your seated balance. If you didn't really feel safe going to the side, that's something you want to talk to your doctor about, because your trunk, you may have some balance issues. So something to take note of. So that was your sitting active trunk flexion. All right. Number 12, the seated knee hugs. So this is going to check a couple things as well. I tried to make this somewhat concise, even though it's long. You basically want to grab your knee and pull it up as far as you can, and then try the other knee. Okay. This will kind of check how your hips are doing, and take note if you have any discomfort in your hips. And some people might feel a pull in their rear end or their back. That's something also you can take note of. Okay. So those are seated knee hugs. I'm sorry if this is kind of boring. It'll get more exciting later on. At least I hope. All right. Let's go on to number 13, the seated knee extensions. What you're going to do, and I don't know if my video is going to show this very well, is you're just, while you're seated, you're going to just straighten your knee out as best you can. And then back down. And just take a note if that was uncomfortable at all. Some people, if you have really tight hamstrings, might feel a pull in the back of their thigh, and we got to work on that. Some people might feel a little zing go down their leg, and that usually relates to your sciatic nerve. You might have some irritation somewhere along the way. Okay, so take note of seated knee extension. Basically just means you're straightening your knee out, and it's just seeing how straight you can get your knee, and note anything that talks to you. So, all right. Now we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to move our ankle. So go ahead and straighten out one leg, and then point your foot down, and then point your foot back up. It's like you're bringing your foot up and down like that. You may not see it in the video. This is pretty low quality, I know. And then try the other side. Go ahead and point your toes down and bring it back up. Now I have pretty tight calves myself, so when I pull my foot up this way, I can feel a nice tightness in my calves. I'm constantly working on that. And it's just something to take note of in your little chart. Again, if you feel any zinging pain going down your leg when you pull your foot up, that could indicate a sciatic nerve issue, and that might be something to talk to your doctor about. Okay? The last check on this self-evaluation is the single leg stand. That's number 15. And this one, you can use a chair to help you out. So I'm going to stand up and use my chair. Okay. Now we're going to try the single leg stand. That's the last one, number 15 on our self-assessment sheet. And start off and stand on one leg. Try and keep your hips level if you can. Don't let your hips drop. And I'm going to count out loud. And you can take note of what number how long you were able to stand on one leg. You can write that number down. So once you feel like you have your balance, go ahead and let go of your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Very good. So when you pick your number, you may not have been able to do a whole 30 seconds, and that's okay. Just write the number down on your sheet, and we'll work on that. Let's try our left leg. Go ahead and get your left leg, stand on one leg, and try and keep your hips level. And once you're balanced, you can let go of your hands, and I will count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Very good. Okay. So that concludes your self-evaluation, and it's a nice thing to keep tucked away in a folder. And as we go through our little series here, you can make note of how you feel as you go along. So what to expect next time, we're going to be going over how to correct your posture, how to have good posture. And we're going to go through that the next several videos. It's very fun stuff. But in each video, I'll have some practical ways that you can incorporate a few little exercises throughout the day that will help your posture. The ultimate goal is to get you moving more regularly throughout the day to help your body feel better and to have good posture. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time. Bye.